What's up, you guys? John the voiceover guy here from PumaPlow.com. Now, this is not ours. I just want to make everybody aware. Our dad works at a rental yard, and they just bought this Vermeer mini. I keep wanting to call it an excavator. I know it's not an excavator, but that's what I keep wanting to call it. It's a mini skid steer, front loader, whatever you want to call it. It's a Vermeer. It's brand new. It had 7 hours on it before we ran it. I think we put about an hour and a half on it or so. So it's a pretty new machine, unlike this trailer. Shots fired to the rental yard where Dad works. But, you know, that's another story for another video for another day. So it's a mini skid steer. I can't see what the number is. It's moving too fast. Has something. I don't know. So this is my second time driving it here in a second here. We actually took it to Mike's house and pulled a couple fence posts with it because we're going to be working over there eventually. They do have a couple of attachments for it. Obviously the bucket like you see here. They've bought the trencher and pallet forks for it. They should have gotten a stump grinder, but they decided not to. And that's just the way that is. So it's a S725 TX, whatever that means. I don't know. So basically the first time driving it was just like this, but in front of Mike's house, and I did not film it. So here's the second time driving it, and yeah, it's a little different. I've been on one or two of these in the past, but they were still kind of new and the controls were really touchy on those old ones. For a very, very short time, Gravely, I think they partnered with a company, and they basically put the Gravely name on a different brand one. You know, companies do that kind of stuff all the time. And I got to drive it a little bit. We actually ground a stump out in our backyard here at home, and we used it to like get rid of the wood chips. We actually put them in our garden back then. And, you know, within a couple years, they were all gone, all rotted away and whatnot. But it had like a stick for each track and then a stick for each function on the bucket, and it was just not good. This one, like your left stick, you can see it in a few shots, it's the black one. It does your tracks, forward, reverse, left, right, all that. And then the right one, the green one there, does your bucket, front, up, down, to, you know, dump and curl back. So it's not too bad. You know, it's a little, you know, learning curve. You gotta get used to it and whatnot. Like I said, second time driving it, so you know, if it's a little herky-jerky, you know, it is what it is. Second time driving it. So how many times in this video can I say second time driving it? So, you know. And then here in a little bit, Dad gets on the machine too. It was his first time ever driving it, so, you know, not too bad. It has a pretty good lift. You could load like a pickup truck with it if you wanted to, you know, get up over the side. Or like a dump trailer. That would work too. So what we're actually doing here is we're moving our leaf mulch. Now this leaf mulch here is not quite ready. This will be the leaf mulch that we will be using next year. And this pile will be considerably smaller by next year because it, you know, continues to rot and break down and all that good sciencey stuff or something. And so it's been sitting a couple of years. The bottom of this pile has been here many years. We were actually trying to like discuss how many years it's been here. We couldn't really remember. But the top of it, we kind of kept adding to the top of it, which we really shouldn't be doing. We should be moving it from bin to bin. We have 3 bins here. You can see the one on the right here that we're working in is the biggest bin. The middle bin's a little bit smaller, and the end bin's a whole lot smaller. So what we're actually trying to accomplish here is to get the end bin completely cleaned out and then refilled with what's in the middle bin. So we're going to make a little room here. The stuff that's ready to go. We used to use it around our pumpkins, but we discovered that it holds too much moisture and promotes like a root rot kind of fungus stuff, and we quit doing that. So we used to use a lot more leaf mulch, and we had like it's actually in the shed down there. We have a cool like separator to take out the big chunks and just give us the good fines that we wanted. Haven't really used that in a long time, but we might use it again. You never know. So this is just pure ground up leaves. I think one of these bins has a little bit of chicken manure in it, but not too much, and that kind of helps you know, really break it down good and whatnot. By the time it's all said and done, you don't notice any of the chicken manure, the feathers, the wood chips that come in the chicken manure. It's just looks like ground up leaves that have been sitting for 3 years, something like that. So we're gonna go blast down to the last pile now, start cleaning it out. Watch out for that spigot. Oh, not gonna throw anybody under the bus for hitting it, but it may have gotten hit you know, this particular day. Not gonna say who it was, but it wasn't me. Anyway, I know he's watching, so hi. Alright, so yeah, basically here we're just gonna take from this end pile. Like I said, we used to use it on our pumpkins. We don't do that anymore. The only thing we really use it on anymore is our asparagus, and occasionally if we transplant like watermelon or cantaloupe, because we tend to start a lot of the stuff here at home in the little peat pots, you know, and then we transplant it down to the farm, and it just kind of helps. We can keep a better eye on it here, and we have a real good luck like growing it here to start with and then transplanting. So that's how we do all of our pumpkins, cantaloupe, watermelon, all that kind of stuff. We start here at home and then transplant it down. So I thought this was a cool shot right on top of the bucket. It's a little shaky because the mount's not actually too secure. The top of the bucket's not wide enough for the whole magnet mount, but you know, it's a cool shot, right? So like I said, I think we put about an hour and a half, 2 hours on this machine. You know, the bucket's not very big. It's basically a diesel-powered wheelbarrow. It has a 3-horse, or not a 3-horse. It has a 3-cylinder, a little Kubota diesel in there. Uh-oh, I lost the camera. Hope I find it back. Uh-oh, hope it's not like the plowing video. The very first or second on the farm, where we plowed the GoPro under, and oh boy, that was a day. Anyway, I found it. I knew, I saw it fall off. When it fell off, I was like, oh, hey. The GoPro just fell off. I should go get that. So then just mounted it kind of back farther on there, and I don't know, thought it was kind of cool. Sped the video up, obviously, because I wasn't that fast with this thing. But yeah, basically it's a diesel powered wheelbarrow, but it's so much faster to load and easier. I mean, so why not, right? And normally we would actually use our 995 for this, but the bucket on it is too wide for this last bin. So that's why we really can't use it. And I decided to put the drone up because I have the thing. I might as well try to use it as much as possible. And as you can tell over there on Mike's shirt on the left, it was extremely windy. It was probably blowing a good 20 or so, 20, 25 miles an hour. So that's why this video is kind of all over the place. Anytime I would go to make a little adjustment with the drone, it would just kind of take off on me. It did a good job just like hovering. It was like, you know, leaning into the wind real hard. But yeah, like I said, anytime I went to make any little fine adjustment, it would kind of just go take off by itself. So it was a little freaky, but you know, we retrieved it just fine and everything. Obviously I have the footage, so all is good there. So like I said though, it was really hard to control. This is the windiest it's ever been while trying to fly the drone. So yeah, and I actually look forward to this fall. I think we're going to be shredding leaves again. We need to get another batch kind of started. We haven't shredded leaves in a couple of years because we quit using so much of it, but I think this year we're gonna have to get back into that. So definitely be making videos of that. So you guys, if you liked this video even a little bit, hit that thumbs up button for more and subscribe for more, because you know, why not? Thanks so much for watching another On the Farm video. I swear it's about to end. Thanks so much for watching. John Hoopla out. Toodles.